Greg Anthony, and 2 Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Now here's Van Vliet. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's Wall, following the basket by Fred Van Vliet. Wall attacking. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up with him. John Wall just a blur with that first step. Beep, beep.
The kick out to Oladipo. Levine feeling it out a bit. 6 on the shot clock. He gets it in there.
I tell you, we think of him as a dunker, but you've got to appreciate Levine's touch and his creativity.
Wall, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Out to Turner. No good from outside. It's been a quick start for Portland. It's a 3-point game. Leonard. The rebound by Turner.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Now here's Levine. Misses from close range.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Wall's shot is off.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect. Not everyone has the green light to take that free in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Here's Wall, following the basket by Fred Van Vliet. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Offline with his 3. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Van Vliet looking around. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Wall with the block.
Twice on the pipes, the anticipation, the athleticism. Terrific job by Wall rejecting that attempt.
Here's Wall. 7 points in the game. Porzingis at the elbow. And that one is good.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Here's Levine, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Back to Levine. Shot clock at 6. And here we go. Here's Wall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Oh, this guy's so explosive, and John Wall knows how to draw contact when he gets to the rack.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Cavaliers trail by 3. A minute 42 left to play here in the first. And it's Turner off the drive. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers, McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Here's Van Vliet. Portland making their last shot. Out to Turner. Pass to Bertans. Millsap with the steal. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And Leonard gets it to go.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Outside Turner. And here's Oladipo. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
That one falls. Wall's got 11 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Bertans. On the wing, Turner. Out to the right wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Five to shoot. Here's Van Vliet. Rose with the block. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Covington with the ball. Another shot. Over to the wing. Here's O'Neal. John Wall getting it done for Portland. He comes away with 11 points. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Porzingis can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Portland leading by 7. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
He was all alone on that one. Robinson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide open teammate.
Porzingis high post. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Wall. And Wall with the slam.
How confident and aggressive John Wall has been tonight. This guy understands when he has to shoulder the load.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Now, here's Dragic. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Kleba. Brown outside. Inside. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Now here's Dragic. And taken away by Brown. To the paint. And oh, here we go. Wall. Nobody back.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
No good from Dragic.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Kleba. From outside the arc. He can't get that one. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Kennard on the wing. Down low. Here's Whiteside. No good again that time. Portland leading by 12. Here's Millsap. And Millsap slams it in.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Started.
And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage, Greg, both career highs last season.
And Kev, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency start to take form.
At the elbow, it's Whiteside. One-on-one fast break. And play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Well, silly foul. He realized it when it happened. That's where you'd like to see him show a little bit more discipline.
Shoots from 12. And that's good for 2. Robinson's got 5 now.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
Rose goes in. It's stolen by Ingles. Here's Whiteside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to, when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good points.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Outside Covington. And another 3 for Portland.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Now here's Dragic. And Kennard wide open. He shoots from deep Ingles. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Back to O'Neal. Here's Rose. On the wing, Isaac. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Isaac's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Right now playing with a terrific rhythm. Jonathan Isaac, assertive guy who can burn you with the catch and shoot.
The offensive rebound. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Robinson, that's good.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Here's Rose. Here's Isaac. With 4 seconds on the clock. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And so it's Portland looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We come back right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Now, here's Wall. A floater. Left side, Leonard. Outside, Porzingis. For 3. The rebound by Turner. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's just tremendous quickness. It makes Levine difficult not to foul.
The Cavaliers have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Portland leading by 11. Outside, Wall. Back to Porzingis. Shot's good. Brown making the play. Porzingis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can do.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, a lot of Wall's passes end up on the highlight reel. He just makes it so easy for his guys to catch and finish.
Now here's Van Vliet. He has 6. The shot by Turner, no good. Here's Wall. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Oladipo. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Wow, the handle of Victor Oladipo is fantastic. Uses that to get right through the defense.
All with it. He's got 17. Stolen by Levine. Porzingis with the steal.
Backcourt violation.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Here's Van Vliet. Shot's good by Turner.
Well, you just love how Miles Turner goes right up with it, right? No hesitation, catch and shoot.
Here's Leonard. Brown trying to free himself up.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Outside, Levine. Can't hit that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Porzingis has the open look. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. The league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, D.A. Right side, Turner. Outside, Levine. Fires for 3. Traps in the tray. Levine's got 5 points now this quarter.
Zach Levine's athleticism and high release point make it very difficult to contest shots.
Millsap. Offensive rebound. Turner with the steal. Outside, Levine. Leonard with the steal. And Portland turns it over again. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Outside, Levine. .153 left to play in the third. Left side, Turner. Oladipo outside. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the wing. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Portland. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
Yeah, there's just such a grittiness, such a toughness to John Wall. Nice finish through contact.
And here's Oladipo. Pass to Bertans. Van Vliet outside. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And they pick up 2. Turner's got 4 points this quarter.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Wide open. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Portland leading by 12. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Levine. Right side, Leonard. Outside, Wall. Pass to Millsap. Now here's Leonard. 7 points in the game. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Out to Turner. Now Levine. Shoots over Covington. Deflects the pass. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleba.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And the dunk by Covington.
The vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Van Vliet's got 11 points. And so it's Portland. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist, to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
They get it back. Pass to Kennard. Here's Robinson. Covington with the steal. Here's O'Neal. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Dragic looking for an opening. Plays it up and banks it in.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display.
He throws it through with such ease. That rim might as well be 8 feet off the ground.
Here's Dragic from outside. From deep three-point range, Porzingis with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Well, Rose with energy and effort can still beat you in transition.
Now here's Dragic. In the corner, it's Whiteside. It's up a three. Kennard for three. That shot misses. And it's Portland the other way. Stolen by Robinson. And now running up the court, he goes pushing it up. Dragic gets the bucket.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Rose looking around. To the inside. Here's Isaac. The kick out to Rose. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And that one hits back iron. The Cavaliers trail by 13. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Here is the open three to cap the break.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
It always helps when John Wall is knocking home that triple. The dribble drive ability has always been there. Now, look out, the balance in his game.
Now, here's Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's foul number 2 for him. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Now, here's Wall.
From the moment he stepped into the NBA from the University of Kentucky, John Wall has been hungry and motivated to prove he belongs listed with the top players in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt. And they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest, but by the same token, you know, if I got $200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization is all the better for it.
And so here's Cleveland. The Blazers getting the bucket. Here's Whiteside. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Trailblazers.
their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for John Wall.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Count it. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A quick back. Here's Porzingis. And finally they hit one.
And to me, this is what KP has got to do. Porzingis has the size and length to be a factor on the offensive glass.
For three, Van Vliet. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Now Wall. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out.